Good morning, fifth standard. Today we're going on to the extract that it's a, short extract, and the name of it is The Light Beam That Got Away. Okay, now I suppose some of you may have read it. Anyway, it is of course related to the night sky, a little discussion between an uncle and his niece. Okay, now today I am putting in the listening activity. Okay, so I'd like you to listen to it, and in our next class, we'll do the uh, we'll do the lesson together. We'll read the lesson together. Okay, so I'd like you to listen to it right now.
Track 58, Part 1. Track 59.
The Light Beam That Got Away, from The Time and Space of Uncle Albert by Russell Stannard. Part 1. Turnip wants us to do a project, Goduncan announced. Turnip? Repeated Uncle Albert. Mr. Turner, the science teacher. We have to choose a topic, a scientific one. Then, she added with an air of importance, we have to research it. Research it? Exclaimed Uncle Albert, looking as though he were going to burst out laughing. Yes, said Goduncan indignantly. We have to research it and write up the results in a folder. She was very fond of her uncle, but he could be so annoying at times. She hoped one day to be a famous scientist like him. That's why she had hoped he would have been pleased at her news. She now wished she had stayed at home and watched television. Sensing her disappointment, Uncle Albert apologized. Sorry, it's just that, well, we didn't do that sort of thing when I was at school. What's your topic? Goduncan shrugged. Haven't decided yet. Alison's doing dinosaurs. Frances Alexandra's doing something on volcanoes. Turnip says I could do energy in the home, double glazing, electric toothbrushes and that sort of thing. But I'm not sure. I'd like to do something really interesting. Part 2. They reached the park and Uncle Albert thankfully sat down on a bench. Goduncan joined him. Together they looked up at the sky. It was a lovely starlit night. Isn't that just beautiful? Began Uncle Albert. You know, when I was a boy, I used to wonder how far away they were, the stars. I thought they were little lights stuck onto the inside of a great big dome. One night, I saw my dad's ladder leaning up against the wall. I climbed to the top, without him knowing, of course. I reached up as high as I could, standing on tiptoe. I tried to touch the stars, but there was nothing there. They seemed as far away as ever. I've never forgotten that. He seemed lost in wonder at the recollection of that childhood discovery. Part 3. How far away are they, Uncle? A long way. But how far? Oh, he paused, lost for words. So far that it takes years for their light to get here. What? Goduncan was not sure she had heard him correctly. Yes, years. That light we're now looking at was given out years ago. It's taken that long to get here. But why? It doesn't take time for light to go from one place to another. When I put on a light at home, the light goes everywhere at the same time. Not quite, explained Uncle Albert. It only seems to get everywhere at once. That's because rooms are small. You don't notice the tiny, tiny time it takes for the light to go from the lamp bulb to the walls. But out there in space, it's different. The stars are a long, long way off, and their light takes ages to make the journey to us, and that's despite how fast it goes. How fast? 300,000 kilometers a second. He saw her looking blank, so added, 186,000 miles a second. She still didn't seem to take it in. 5 times round the earth in the time it takes to say rice pudding. 5 times? That's right. That's how fast it goes. And it still takes years to get here from those stars, even at that speed. They continued to sit there, gazing up at the sky, lost in thought.
Track 60.
Topic.
Okay, so I hope you've listened to the track just now. You can listen to it once again, and then tomorrow we'll read the lesson together in class. Okay, so good morning once again, all of you, and I hope you all have a great day, 5th standard.